I've been writing about health and wellness my entire career. My first job after graduate school at Columbia was to edit a magazine for medical students. And from there, I began writing, actually covering medical meetings for physicians. And what this gave me was a very sound background in the fundamentals of medicine. But it also, as I would go to these meetings, I began to realize very quickly that everything I was learning applied to me, that this was information that I and any other sentient human being could use. And so I started covering the meetings, not just for physicians, but for lay people. And there was just an enormous appetite for information about how to take care of your body, how your body works. And I had started writing for consumer magazines, all sorts of national publications. And I happened to start talking with a local publisher, and the health book industry was also on the verge of an information revolution. And so I co-authored a book at that time with a health instructor, and it covered, for the first time, health as a personal subject. And the overriding theme of an invitation to health is, this is your body, this is your life, this is your future. You have the power to make the most of it. So this is a very empowering book. And yes, we supply the latest health information, the latest statistics, the latest guidelines, but the book is designed to live, not just to study, but to live. And so throughout the book, through every edition, the most popular feature has been called Strategies for Change and Strategies for Prevention, so that the theme is, here's what you need to know, but then here, step by step, is what you need to know to put this into action, to live what you're learning. The message that I give students is, this is a book about you. And from the very beginning, I address students as in the second person. I bring to every edition all of the research that pertains to college students. These are the national surveys. These are all sorts of social and medical health-related studies. Everything is, all right, here are these, there's a wealth of health information. Some of it is relevant to new parents. Some of it is relevant to retired people. A great deal of health information is relevant to college students, so I try to put them in context. I try to let students see what the actual facts are. I think there are several things about my approach that makes Invitation to Health stand out from the other books. Mine is, again, very personal. This is something that speaks to students. It doesn't speak down to them. It doesn't just say, here are the facts, figure it out. This is very much a collaborative work. I see myself as working with instructors, with students, that we're all sort of on the same team working toward the same goal. But I also think that there's substance and there's style. Because of my background in covering medical news and getting the facts straight and interviewing experts, the substance is truly up to date. I have a true commitment to getting the latest news, the latest word, the most recent finding. And there is also a matter of style. I also write a great deal for a lay audience, for people who don't have to read what I write. And so what that does for you as a writer is it makes you work a lot harder, because I want students to want to know. I put in features like the little check-ins that ask provocative questions, and throughout the text, I want students to be drawn into this material. And so I think that the writing style combined with the solid substance is what sets my books apart. I think there's a great challenge in speaking to college students about any subject that is at all remote from them. And so some students think, oh yes, health, that's something that my parents have to worry about. And so throughout the book, I use examples of the difference that right now, this moment in time makes, that you have one fast food, high-fat meal, and that makes a difference in your blood fats right now. You stop exercising, you just sort of say, oh, I don't have time for that anymore. And that affects how you feel now as well as in the future. So at every point, I try to say this is relevant now, and yes, it is going to help you along the way, but this can affect you now. We have chapters on emotional and psychological health that are filled with techniques, simple techniques like gratitude lists that will help how a student functions right here and now.